JONva of Live Life, Be Happy 24/7, that amazing Spotify podcast I'm on. And I'm just joking. We had to have fun because had a really really good weekend, really good week, and I want to say hello to my friends out there, Karen and AQ, and we do have a guest with us today, Gabi the Artist. Hello, Gabi. You know what, guys?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, all right.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you to the all the students from the Lead for Change program for all the wonderful work that they've been doing with the code drive. So I just want to say, guys, hey, wonderful job, and keep up the good work. Also, I like to say hello to all of our audience that have been following us on YouTube and our international audience as well. Ghana, Japan, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey. And
Wow.
more love. All right. So, we're going to start off, and we have Gabi the artist, amazing artist, and you're going to learn a lot of interesting things about Gabi. So, we brought her on the show today. So, Gabi, how are you?
I'm doing great. Happy to be here.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm one, I like to kind of just jump right into the question. So, and I want the fans and audience to know a lot about you. So, Gabi, tell us, where are you from?
I'm from Montclair, New Jersey. Woo, woo, Montclair. Hey.
Montclair.
Montclair in the house. In his house. Yeah, yeah.
Can I get a latte there, please? All right, all right. Well, wonderful, Montclair. Yeah. Matter of fact, my dad, is a graduate of Montclair University. So he was an accounting major. So it's great to have an alumni on the show. So hey, all you Montclairians, what's up? What's up? Gabi, interesting thing about you is that you are an artiste, a musician, and as again, I wanted to know, when did you start your musical journey?
Well, actually, it's funny. I actually started at age 15. I was super depressed, and I felt like, at that age, you go through teenage angst. You don't know like what's going to be ahead of your life. But I was just like, you know what? I want to learn guitar. And then I just picked it up. I didn't have a clue. My mom had this guitar in the house that nobody really played. So I picked it up and I haven't put it down ever since.
Oh wow, wow, guitar. That's my favorite instrument, and I love the guitar. And it's one of those type of instruments that you could just kind of just lose yourself in. So love
Totally.
it. And it's one of those things that when I was younger, I used to be like, one of my biggest musicians was Eddie Van Halen. So
Mhm.
don't play like him, but had utmost love for his talent. I wanted to also know, what else do you do as a profession besides the music?
Well, I've done a lot of things, but right now I'm also working with kindergarteners and I'm a
Wow.
paraprofessional. So, which is really rewarding. Working with kids has been such a beautiful and joyous experience, and it's brought so much light and so much love into my life. So, I'm totally grateful for it.
Well, great, 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 great. Now, I have one more question because I don't want to hog up the spot right now, but I'm so happy to have you on the show. What inspires you to play music?
Um, I would say honestly, music runs through me, and like I've been inspired. My second cousin, he was the lead singer of a group called Badlands, and he was a lead singer in Black Sabbath, and he's done a lot. He was growing up, he was like, I loved him so much. Like his music
Wow.
was amazing, and I just like looked up to him. But
Mhm.
also like I do come like my family is very musical. My grandparents are very musical. My grandmother, she was lyricist, and my grandpa, he was a Spanish crooner. So they made music together, and my mom is a great singer, and it's just in my family and it brings me joy. So
Well,
that
great,
definitely
great,
helps
great,
that.
great. Well, thank you for sharing that. I was going to ask you the next question, but I'm going to pass it over to AQ, the next question that he can ask you. So,
All
AQ,
right.
it's on you.
All right. What do you do? AQ in the his house. Inspired by AQ. What is your favorite genre of music?
Oh gosh,
I know it's a hard question,
so
right? Take your
many.
time. Take your time.
I would say, you know what? I like I like kind of alternative
Mm.
type of. I like different stuff. I listen to a lot of indie and a lot of rock and hip hop, R&B. I listen to everything from Latin music, but I like people who are taking risks but still
Mhm.
keeping in that element, and that's kind of the music that I do. So,
And that's very interesting. It's very good to be well-rounded with music, you know, have that mix, because not everybody's just one thing. You're not just boxed into one thing. You can do different things.
Absolutely.
So how would you describe your music?
Yeah, you know what? I would say out of artists, I would say a mixture of, you know, Gwen Stefani's No Doubt with a mixture of the Gorillas. And it's my genre is super, super open. I really don't box myself at all. Like whatever one song is going to be, it could be completely different to what the next one is going to be. Like if you hear some of my music, you'll hear an electronic track with no guitar at all. And then you'll hear like a Latin alternative type of sound and an alternative rock sound. So I don't box myself. So I like to just go where it takes me, you know.
Okay, I see. That's dope. Amazing. You're welcome. Do you have a website or social media outlet that the people can find you?
Yes, I actually do. You spell Gabi as in Gabi, and the way that a lot of people remember it too is gifted and brings instrument. But if you spell Gabi, theartist.com, and then you can find that name on Instagram, Gabi The Artist, Facebook, Twitter, all of the above. Definitely check me out.
All right. Y'all check her out. Be sure to do that. Now, the next question is, what is your dream?
My dream? It changed after a long time. Where I am right now, I didn't realize how important healing was until I needed it for myself. And then it opened my eyes to the world needs healing. And I hope that through my art and through my music that I can help people heal. And when people heal, they're able to change things and be themselves fully. And I want to help people. Definitely, because music is so powerful.
I feel that. It's relatable. Yeah, because whenever I make music, my number one thing is make an impact, regardless of anything. It doesn't matter about the fame or fortune or the money. It's about making that impact. And if you can do that, that's the greatest gift of all right there.
Seriously. Make people feel something.
Yes, feel it. Because why else would they be listening? They can't feel it. They can't feel your vocals. Like, oh my goodness, hit my soul. Like, it got to do that, you know? Yes. All right, so this is a throwback question. This is like go back when you was in school. What was your favorite subject in school?
Well, you know, I went to school for fine arts.
Okay.
But I really love creative writing a lot.
Nice.
Like I was just able, it was such a vent for me to just be able to let things out creatively and not feel boxed. Like my creative writing class, it really just taught me to think outside of the box a lot more. And I love writing. So definitely love that class.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. So what I'm going to do is jump in on this because I'm about to dip in your all's business.
Oh, okay, Karen, you got it. You got it, Karen. Right. You got it.
Right, Karen.
You got it.
This will be for AQ. What was your favorite subject in high school?
Oh, in high school? Well, let's see. I personally enjoyed math and also chorus because I got the chorus late in like junior year, but I was able to get opportunities into things later on in that, which is like all state honors and all that other stuff. And then math, I enjoyed it because every time I got into math, it just clicked. I get 100 on everything, and it just wow, everybody kind of be like, oh.
I mean, how you do that?
I don't know. It's just steps. I got this like this. Step 1, step 2, step 3. That's it. That's PEMDAS. Yeah, easy. I got it. You know.
That's awesome. When in my math class, my teachers would be like,
"What exactly are you doing?"
And I'd be like, "Oh, I'm making up formulas. It's cool." And they'd be like,
"No, Karen, that's really not."
So, congratulations on all your mathness, AQ. That's really awesome. Right. What about you, JONva? Your high school favorite class?
Was lunch. Oh, let me stop.
Mood. That is a mood right there. Lunch.
You know what? Like I said, in high school, I just kind of, you know, I'm like a win type of person. So really didn't have a favorite class, but I will have to say history. I enjoy history.
Nice.
I am world history. I'm one. You ever want to do the dance? I can tell you a lot of things about the world that you don't know about. But so I love history, and that's just it. Even now, you know, someone could say something, and I just kind of jump into it. So history was one of my world history, one of my favorite subjects. Yes.
Nice. Now I might blow your mind because I'm going to tell my business now.
Oh.
So even though I was a PE teacher, my favorite subject in school was not PE. So in high school, my favorite subject was foreign language. And I took 2 of them. I took French and I took Spanish, loved them both. And right now I get on Duolingo occasionally and just kind of play on there. It's super fun.
Okay.
But in college, are you ready for this?
Okay.
My favorite subject was rhythm and dance. I did ballroom dancing.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have to see you in action.
Love that.
Tango there,
Seriously.
little dip right there, you know.
Yeah. That was my all-time favorite, and it's I don't know, it's something I still like now. I definitely like to continue that, and it seems so not like me. So it's so funny when you see people and you think they're going to enjoy something,
Right.
and then they have a subject that's totally different from how they are. And then I gotta ask Gabi, so you're from New Jersey. Now you guys up there are famous for like bagels or diners, or what are you all famous for up there, food
I would
wise?
say our pizza and definitely our bagels, like our Taylor ham, egg and cheese. A lot of people might argue with me. I think it's Taylor ham. You might think it's pork roll, but that's like our debate in Jersey.
Okay.
Taylor ham, girl, but
All
yeah,
right.
our bagels are really good.
All right.
To all our viewers, comment down below.
Tell us about your favorite Jersey food.
Maybe we could have a challenge. Leave it in the comment. Come on, you gotta leave something in the comment. Your favorite meal. You know.
There we go. Now, is it going to be favorite meal overall or favorite meal in Jersey?
You know what?
Favorite
If you're
meal
in
in
Jersey,
Jersey.
favorite meal in Jersey. We'll keep it
There
Jersey.
we go.
There we go.
Okay. Man, I can't participate. I've never been to Jersey. Oh, telling on myself right now.
Oh,
Oh, I know. I've been in New York, but I haven't been to Jersey.
how could you?
Come
I
on.
don't know. I don't know what the issue is. And then I do want to musically give a shout out to my cousin Barrett, who went to college on a music scholarship, because
Oh, okay,
my family is not musical, but he and I are the same age, and he played the piano from the time he was a little kid all the way. I don't know if he's still playing now, but I always admired him. My grandmother had a piano in the basement, and I really loved that. So,
Nice.
and my favorite instrument would be the saxophone, but I don't feel like I have the air capacity. So my other favorite would be the piano.
Okay.
But that's the extent of my music experience. So just things that I would like to do and things that I've seen. So
You
I
know what?
applaud you guys for being able to
Never
have
too
that
late.
musical gift. I wish I did have it.
Karen,
and I-
never too late. Never
I
too
d-
Never too late.
Yeah, you're supposed to teach me to play piano. Like, I don't know, like I don't have a piano, so
I'll teach you virtual piano. Don't worry about it. I got
There we
it.
go.
You
there
got
we
it.
go.
There we go.
No, I would love it. I mean, that's one of the things that I want to do. Girl,
Was
wow.
that the MIDI keyboard?
Yes.
All right, there you go.
I would totally do, because see, I wouldn't want an actual piano because they're so big and bulky and heavy, but like a little keyboard where I can, pretend I'm Elton John or something. I just be on there. I'd have a good time with it. So I've been so excited with all the episodes that we've done so far, and having Gabi the Artist on here today. I just think that's really exciting. But we do have some fun episodes, and we do have some serious episodes, and today's a little bit more serious. So really, I think we could call this Bullying Part 1, because it's going to be a 2-part series.
One.
And what we're considering is, what is bullying, and really what can we do about it? What are some resources out there that we can focus on? And today, really, I'd like to talk about generalized bullying, because generalized bullying would be, someone's making fun of you for whatever. Maybe they randomly steal your money, or they push you in the hallway. That is all bullying, but they're not targeting you specifically. So today will be more generalized, and there's the specific bullying would be targeting you for a particular reason. And that's something that we're going to touch on a little bit next week. And what I wanted to do was do a little research for the viewers out there. I don't know if you're experiencing bullying, or maybe some of the teachers or administrators. I know you guys see it, you need resources and think about what to do. Stopbullying.gov is a website that you can go to that does give information about what bullying is, what are some steps you could take to do something with it, and just gives you more information on that. So really, bullying encompasses 3 elements. One is unwanted aggressive behavior. And you see bullying from preschool, one kid pushes another for a toy, all the way up through college and in the workforce. And obviously it's done differently. There are many modes of bullying, and we by no means are going to teach different ways to bully, but this is more of an awareness type situation. So if you're experiencing any aggressive behavior toward you, that is a form of bullying. Number 2 would be observed or perceived power imbalance. So somebody's trying to take their power and use it against you. So it might be somebody that's older. It could be your boss at work. It could be a bus driver. I hope not. Maybe an older kid. Maybe you go to a school that's a middle school and it's an 8th grader picking on a 6th grader. You just never know what you might see. But that is a perceived imbalance there. And then repetition or likelihood of repetition in that bullying behavior. So if somebody's doing something to you and you absolutely don't like it, it is your job to speak up and say something. Once you've said something and it continues on, that is repeated behavior. And at that point, you're going to need to seek out some help, because what you're doing is not fixing the problem. And sometimes it's hard if you're not in a group setting, you really don't have anyone to turn to. You want to make sure that you find a resource for yourself to make sure that that's something that's going to be taken care of for you, because no one likes bullying. AQ, have you ever been bullied?
Let's see. I mean, I'd probably say I've been judged.
Judged.
Judged. Probably, outcasted.
That's
things like that. Usually things like that. But it's not really things that like phased me. Right. But I think like there was a point in my life, when you move to a new school, those type of tangents, like you go to a new school and like new guy, and people like judge you, and they like don't judge you the right way, and it's like negativity, stuff like that. And I think like even in college it was good, but when you come in like new freshmen, upperclassmen look down on you like, who were you? Like, who do you think you are? Like stuff like that. So
yeah, I think so you feel people looking at you up and down, and you could feel that judgment. I mean, that's really a form of bullying there as well. You could just, you feel that negative connotation toward you. What about you, JONva? Have you ever had any situation that's come up for yourself?
Well, like I said, and I can agree with AQ, when, going to a new school, it's always difficult in adjusting with the culture in school. And I was always one that I really didn't like people who were being bullied. I had friends.
Yes.
I always happened to be in a group where I didn't have that problem, but I'm one that when I see things that are not in alignment with the world, I'm going to say what I'm going to say, or I'm going to interject in a way. And I did see that on occasions, and at times I had to come to my friend's rescue, but that's just me. That's who I am. And
that's awesome.
What I've noticed, and I'm going to jump a little further here, is that especially with social media, and I always say social media can be used in a good way, and sometimes it can be used in a very not so good way. And what I'm seeing now is a common trend of a lot of bullying on social media. And I do have some friends that, I always say to them, like I said, I only use it in a positive sense. If you see I post anything, it has to do with harmonious. And what I'm seeing, it's very disturbing, coming from all age groups, even adults. I always say you should know better, to young people doing it. I said you should know better. There's a thing called respect, and we can have difference of ideas and opinions, but at the end of the day, we have to respect. We gotta love each other, and that's what I'm all about. Anybody who knows JONva, it's about the love. So when I see these things, I don't agree to it, and no matter whatever's going on the planet, we got to keep peace in the universe. So I just kind of want to share that.
Well, and I think sometimes we inadvertently put ourselves in a situation that can be negative, but it's how you deal with that situation that can determine if the situation is going to be bad and continue to be bad. So I know you talked about, rather than being a bystander, jumping in and helping your friends, and that's great, because you've got the people that bully, you've got the people that are being bullied, and then you've got the bystander. And we've got to make sure that everybody is doing right. You know, like you said, you post uplifting stuff on social media. I see it. You make me feel good every day because I love the comments that you make on there.
That's right.
And there's enough rough stuff going on in the world that we don't have to add to it amongst ourselves. There's just no reason. And maturity and respect means you can agree to disagree, whether it's in person or social media. And, you know, AQ, you talked about going to a new school and kind of trying to find your way. I went from like Catholic grade school to a public high school. And the public high school I went to was an international studies program. So we had kids all over the world, different religions, different countries. And it was the most amazing experience. I loved it. I was friends with so many people. I was friends with the kids that played sports or kids of different religions, kids that lived in other countries. And I used that time to learn. And in that situation, you know, I could have shied away, or I could have, you know, been a bully and maybe made fun of somebody that wasn't like me. There's no reason for that. Or you could take the time to learn about things you don't know about. And, you know, if you really open your mind and you do those types of things, it's going to be really important, and it's going to carry you through adulthood. It'll carry you through later on in life. It's just, it's almost like a skill. So, and I didn't realize this, at least 20% of students are bullied in the age group of 12 to 18. And I can't imagine, you know, if you're going to school every day, especially when school is face to face like it has been up until 2020, you know, you've got enough on your plate. You're trying to deal with your classes. Maybe you've got extra events after school or stuff going on at home. You don't need that extra burden. It should be a safe place. And just like Educational-Caffe is a safe place, anybody that, you know, has an issue with bullying or needs a resource or wants to talk about something, you know, please comment below and we'll get those resources together for you, because we want to make sure that you have what you need. And if you're not really sure what bullying is, like if somebody is starting rumors or making fun of you in some way, that is a type of bullying. Any sort of insult, or if somebody is putting their hands on you, that is bullying. Exclusion, you know, oh, you've got this group over here and they're just, you know, not paying attention to you. They're shunning you or excluding you in some way. That's a problem. Or threatening harm. These are all things. Taking your stuff, like let's say they take your notebooks in school and rip out the pages or throw it in the bathroom toilet or something like that. These are all forms of bullying. And what you need to know is you don't have to take it. That is not something that is okay. You need to have enough self-awareness to know that you need to go somewhere and you need to find the resources that can help you. You should not have to deal with that on a daily basis. And, you know, I didn't want to get on a big tangent about it or, you know, make this more of a sad episode, but I do want to bring awareness to the topic of bullying. And a lot of times we think about kids, but it's also in the workplace. Sometimes it's, you know, in the form of harassment. And, you know, you have to know the food chain to go up to. Who's your immediate person that you go to? In school, it might be your school counselor, it might be a teacher, it might be in the workplace, a colleague or your boss or whomever. Just whatever situation you're in, just make sure you know what you can do to get those resources so that you're not in that situation anymore. So I really just wanted to put that out there for the kids, especially in middle school and high school, because as a principal, I did see a lot of that and it was tough to see. And we want to make sure that we're proactive and not reactive. So guys, if we get resources out to the community who need it, then, you know, they might be okay. So AQ, I know that you were probably the most recent one in college. And when I was in college, I didn't really remember a lot of bullying. I might have lived in my own world. That could have been it. Karen's world.
Karen's world.
Karen's world.
Don't be a Karen, be a Karen 2.0.
Don't be a Karen. No.
So I know like sometimes in big colleges, you can get lost in the shuffle, but then sometimes in small colleges, you can be more targeted. So AQ, did you see any bullying when you were in college, or did you know of anything going on?
Well, small college issue is, since you were small college, everybody knows each other and word travels fast. Somebody could spread a rumor about you and then boom, it spreads like wildfire and then people can look down on you. Like my situation, I had something like that happen to me and it spread like wildfire. And what I had to do was just understand who my real friends were and just move past that and become a better me at the end of the day. So the bad thing about small colleges is the bullying can spark up like bow. And you really can't control it at times because it's small. It's different from a bigger university. Bigger university is big. You're just a number, you're just in the shuffle. Nobody gonna worry about you. You in your own world. A small college is like everything's amplified. The professors know you.
Wow.
They'll know you by name.
Now me, what you doing?
Thank you. Huh?
Heard you took that bagel, boy.
Yeah, I heard you took it.
Yeah.
No, I
Being in New
didn't. Yes,
Jersey,
you
you know
did.
the bagels. I wondered, so in college, it's so different because you're really in young adulthood and you're kind of taking care of life yourself. So as we have some of our ICP-Teams kids go to college, is there anything you would recommend for them to look out for so that they don't get bullied, or who they could go to if they do get bullied?
Well, I say first and foremost, the most important quote that anyone's ever told me is surround yourself with people who share the same energy as you, positive energy. If you start to surround yourself with people that are negative from the jump, but you continue to have them around you, it's going to end up being very toxic at the end of the day. So with that being said, be cautious and be careful with who you let your energy to be shared with. Like if you share with the wrong person, then they're gonna use you one day and you're gonna be surprised, you're gonna be blindsided. Like you have to be careful.
Yes.
Don't be so trusting. That's what I like to end that with. Don't be so trusting. Be aware.
Good. I think that's really good advice.
Yeah.
Gabby, I'm gonna bring you into this. Would you say that's pretty good advice for our young students that are gonna go to college soon?
Yeah, definitely. You definitely want to make sure you're around the right people, and you definitely want to use your voice. If it's happening to you, you definitely want to reach out. You definitely want to talk to a counselor, talk to anyone, let someone know that it's happening. You don't have to go through it by yourself.
That's awesome. Thank you. Now, JONva, I know that you know a lot about social media.
Yes.
And one of the things that does go on, like when I was a school principal, not only did I see bullying within the school, it was also a social media problem. And, you can't prevent it per se, but you can definitely know how to deal with situations as they come up. Can you let us know a little bit about social media and bullying and what's okay and what's not okay?
Well, first and foremost, respect is key. Respect. And sometimes, and as I say to anybody, young, old, whatever age, you have to know the groups and the interactions that you're making with. I mean, some people, I say use common sense. If it's something that is not within your comfort zone, then kind of stay away from it. There's certain things that really shouldn't be spoken or I would say talked about in social media because it's stirring the pot up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if we all have these, I would say these safeguards in place, then we wouldn't walk into some of the minefields that I see some people walking in when I read certain posts, and I'm like, wow, this is what it's at. And when I see that, I mean, everybody who knows me, I like to, like I said, change the vibe, and that's right. I'll throw a post in there that will change the vibe, you know,
That's
and
awesome.
like I said, that's who I am because I don't feel that it's right, no matter what it is. I feel that we always have to be in a harmonious type of vibe because,
Definitely.
and that's what we have to do. I think, we should think more before we say it.
Yes. Well, and you know, you gave a great example of being a bystander on social media and making a good decision. So you could be a bystander and sit back and watch things and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they're saying this. Or you can intervene in an appropriate way. And if you're throwing a positive comment out there, or you know, something like you said, harmonious, that's going to stop the game right there, and the conversation is going to change, or it's going to stop altogether. And I think that's really important. There's so many avenues in which to use social media now, and it's meant to be a good thing, but as we know, any good thing has a bad side to it as well. So definitely, I think it's really important, and I'm glad that you're strong enough to step in when needed, and that's really important. But on a better note, I would like to learn a little more about Gabi the Artist. And so I know that she knows a little bit about bullying, and you know what's important and how to deal with it. Do you have some advice for anyone that is going through that right now?
Well, yeah, so I can say, like, I've definitely been bullied, not to an extreme sense, but just for silly things. Like, I was a tomboy back then, and I was a nerd. I loved anime. I love rock. So back then, it really wasn't in. All I want to say is the roles do switch. So what may not be in now is going to be in later. Don't change who you are because someone else doesn't accept you for who you are. And the way bullies get in and the way they win is by making you feel bad about yourself. I learned, like, from kids, I've learned that kids are they are themselves, they're joyous, they're full of life, and they are who they are. And as we get older, we start to lose that because we're so worried about what other people think, and other people maybe putting things in your head and saying, oh, why do you wear that? Why are you like this? Why are you like that? And then the thing that gets to you eventually, that could get to you, is now inside of you, you're thinking, well, why do I wear that? Am I weird for that? Am I wrong for that? Maybe I shouldn't be this way. And then that's what leads to depression, anxiety, and even worse. And you just want to keep inside, know who you are. Don't let them in, because you are perfectly you. You were created to be you. So whatever body you are in, this is you. And it is a struggle, but we have to learn to love who we are unconditionally, because there's only one of us. There's only one you, and you're amazing. So, and you're not alone. So remember that, and try to not let, it's hard sometimes, but try not to let the words seep into you. Let them roll off of you. And with that,
that is great advice. Oh my gosh, that was
Well
so
said.
uplifting. Thank you. I feel good. So I think the overall message is be who you are, you do you. Now, I do have to be funny for a second. So I'm a Karen. So when people say don't be a Karen, does that mean I can't be myself? Oh, I'm just kidding. Karen 2.0.
Karen 2.0.
Karen 2.0 for president.
2.0.
Well, JONva, since we're getting ready to roll into some music talk, I think I will throw it back to you, if that's okay.
Okay, so, and you know what? It's been an amazing show today. And like I said, bullying is something which is, you don't turn a blind eye to. And when I say that, musically, we have, I would say, a solution, a solution that Gabi the Artist and I came up with musically, and she's going to share a snippet of a song that we wrote together called Words Roll Off Me. So, Gabi, do your thing.
We enjoyed creating this song, and just said it. He felt the vibe, and then he gave me somewhere to start, and then I just took off, and I can't wait for us to release this song. I love it, and I hope you guys like it. So words roll off me. Your words words roll off me, 'cause I dance with the wind, I howl with the moon, I fly when I sing, and you hate that I am free, 'cause it's what you want to be. Your words roll off me, 'cause I rise with the sun, I shine like a star, love who I become, and you can't break me. I'm love, light, and I'm free. I love me. For the longest time, the words would keep me low. For the longest time, they hurt, dug me deep in this dirt. But now you know I'm a flower. I needed earth and some tears to grow. Took some years, now I'm here with no fear. I glow.
Nice.
I am in love. That song is amazing. Thank you so much.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh my gosh, I want to put you in my phone and be like, I want to hear her song. Love it. That was excellent. Thank you. And I think it was so appropriate for today.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful
Oh
song.
my
Beautiful
goodness.
song. So, stay tuned because it's going to be
Amazing.
coming out, and, when it comes out, everybody give it your love. Give it your love. That's a beautiful song.
World premiere.
Not funny.
So you heard it here first.
That's awesome. Gabi the Artist.
Well, and again, I want to thank you, Gabi, for coming on the show. You're amazing and always spread a whole lot of love and positivity. And like I said, this is something that we need more than ever, on the planet. So if there's anything that you guys learned from today, that we all can coexist together. And I'm going to pass it off, closing to Karen, to AQ, and then we'll have Gabi, share something too as well. Karen.
Awesome. Well, today's episode, I feel, was really important. It's something that everyone experiences in some way, whether you're a bystander seeing somebody being bullied, or you're not feeling that love from other people, and you've got to maintain your own self-love. So we do have some bullying resources that we will post on the website. I'll make sure that I get that up there. But anyone going through anything, just make sure that you're reaching out to somebody appropriate. So if you're in school, it would be a trusted adult. If you're an adult at work, go to a colleague, go to your boss, do whatever you need to do, because you don't want every day to be miserable. That's not why we're here.
Okay, AQ.
Well, first and foremost, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and also comment down this video. Comment. Educational-Caffe. The greatest thing about this episode is that we're spreading positivity. We're spreading awareness. We're making sure that you guys at home can watch something that will connect to you, that you can relate to. Thank you to Gabi the Artist for being amazing, fantastic. Vocals on fleek. Okay. Yeah. Love it.
Nice. And Gabi, in closing, something you can share with our audience, you can take away from today.
Yeah, I just want to say once again, you are not alone. So don't handle this on your own, because sometimes we just bottle things up and we think, we can handle it. Reach out for help before it gets worse. Reach out to someone, your friends, your family, someone you can trust, and an adult figure, anyone that you can talk to and get it fixed, because we go through this and we're all in this together. So don't forget that.
All right. So guys, amazing episode. We'll see you next episode. And remember, subscribe, to like, and click on the the
notification bell, post notifications.
You got it.
Notification.
Education-Caffe.
That's right. Take care.
Ring-a-ling-a-ling.
All right.